I've been running my small business now for almost 4 years, and I feel like I've learned a lot during that time. Maybe you're a new business owner, or maybe you're considering starting one. In this video, I want to go over 5 things I've learned so that you can learn from my mistakes and hopefully avoid them. So let's get into it. If you already have your own business, this might seem obvious. However, in my first year, I didn't do a great job of keeping track of how much money I was spending on supplies. By the end of the first year, my expense cost was higher than my profit. So, my first year, I actually lost money on my business. Depending on what you sell, you might lose money anyway because of equipment costs, but if you're running a business that doesn't have a lot of expensive equipment, you can make some profit in your first year. That's why I would recommend keeping track of how much you're spending each month. Keeping receipts is important for your expense tracking, and it's also really good to have those receipts at the ready for doing your taxes. Already having all of your receipts together in one place when tax season comes around makes doing them that much easier. This is another one that may seem a little bit obvious. However, I think it's important to talk about. Social media has absolutely helped my business. It definitely drives traffic to my shop, which helps bring in sales. I actually had a video go viral in 2023 on TikTok, and that brought in a number of sales. Going viral isn't necessarily a guarantee or something that needs to happen, but it can happen. Going viral can also boost your business in a big way. Even if you never go viral, having social media is an important presence to have for your business. It's a good way to connect with your customers and a good way to show your customers what's happening with your business behind the scenes. At the end of the day, social media is exposure for your business and connection with your customers. Even if you only post every so often, it's a great tool to utilize. I feel like one of the biggest mistakes I made when going viral is not having email marketing set up. Had I used email marketing when I went viral, I probably would have built my email list and thus had built-in returning customers. This might be one of my biggest pieces of advice because returning customers are a big part of every small business. So when I say use email marketing, I mean use a platform that allows you to make a landing page where people can subscribe to receive emails from you. This platform should also have a way for you to send emails to your subscribers. I use Email Octopus. It's free for a certain number of emails and subscribers. I'm not being sponsored by them or anything, I just think they're a good way to build an email list, especially if you don't have a website. How exactly do you get subscribers though? You have to incentivize them. I do that by adding a QR code to my thank you cards and offering a 20% off code when you sign up. I also recently started giving away a free coloring page because I sell coloring books. So if there's something you can give away for free, that's a good incentive to sign up for your email list too. My landing page is also in the bio of all of my social media channels, so if anyone clicks, they can see that I'm offering a free item. This incentivizes them to sign up for emails from me in the future. Hopefully this then creates a returning customer. When starting out your small business, a website definitely seems appealing. Shopify has a lot of tools to set up an online store and add-ons to make your store even better. From the outside, it's extremely appealing. However, once you dig into how much it will cost to maintain your website, it might not be worth the cost. With a website, you have to pay for a domain, a subscription for the hosting site, a subscription for any add-ons that you might want to have on the website, the cost of a business email, and more. This is why I recommend Etsy to every new small business. There are fees with Etsy too, but it is cheaper and more accessible than a website. Etsy pushes traffic to your shop, whereas you have to bring traffic to your own website. So while a website can be a good option if you're able to afford it and if you can push traffic to it yourself, Etsy is a great way to start off with your small business. Now, I don't say this without acknowledging the fact that tariffs are affecting outsourcing products right now. However, if you are able to outsource, I do think it would be a good idea. For example, if you want to sell stickers and you're just starting out, it might be a good idea to buy 10 stickers from a company like Sticker Blitz for $15 rather than spending a couple hundred on a Cricut or another cutting machine alongside supplies to make stickers, which could also include a printer. Making the stickers yourself can save money in the long run. However, when you're just starting out, saving money rather than spending it on machinery might be a good idea for you. This all depends on what you're outsourcing, of course, and where you're getting something manufactured. Again, tariffs are a factor in this now, but if you can afford to outsource, I do think it's a good option. I feel like I've learned a lot in the last nearly 4 years of running my small business. I've made some mistakes along the way, and so hopefully by watching this video, you're able to take away some knowledge and avoid making the mistakes that I did. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. Thanks for watching!